and we disagree. Must be somebody who disagrees. No?
But also, just to reiterate what you said earlier, if you can get some consistency of catering staff interacting with the patients, they do learn who's eating and who isn't, and there's no waste.
Yeah. See, when you go in hospital, you're stressed out. You don't know where the toilets are. You don't know what time your meals are. The nursing staff are too busy on their computers these days. You know, they haven't got time for that patient involvement. Years ago, you used to sit on the bed and hold the patient's hand and say, oh, it was nasty weather today and all that business. But you can't do that. You can't touch people. You can't invade their space. So I try and encourage my catering assistants who serve on the ward to have some social communication with people, because it's like your family at home, isn't it? You're all having your different meals in the settee, watching television. If you come around the table like we did in the old days, when Mother said you ate everything that's I'm producing before you leave. So we need to be a bit more strict, I think, in what we're doing and how we do it.
Yeah. Any more comments and questions for our panel? Okay, can I invite our panel perhaps to give some concluding words of, we're all going through difficult times here, and what would be your key bit of advice that you would give to people when they leave this conference about how they respond to this situation?
All right, well, mine is what I always say in the context of the hospitality sector, which is it's about people. And it's what we've just been talking about. It's about staff engaging with their customers and knowing what they want and what they will accept. But it's also, very importantly, about staff behaviour at all levels, and particularly at the coalface, just being sensible in their resource use. There's all the simple stuff which we all know, and we all go, oh no, not that again. Turn the light off, don't wash your vegetables under a running tap, and so on and so forth. It is very simple, you can save money, and so that's really my message. It's about people.
Thank you, Jane. Mike?
Well, I think we need to bring some fun into it. Let's not get too depressed.
Yes.
Food should be a fun way of actually going through life, because we all need food and drink. And I know when we give the patients a good meal, they're more satisfied, less stressful. And when the doctors and nurses come along to cut them open or give them an injection, they're happier. So let's bring the fun back into it, but common sense. There's too many rules and regulations, and what I look forward to is working with everybody in the trade in actually improving what we're doing. And that's the only way we can do it. Is the key word, as I said earlier, is collaboration. And I look forward to working anybody here at the Royal Brompton Hospital.
Okay, Bill?
I think it's stay the course. I mean, we're always operating within fairly tight financial envelopes. That's nothing really new. It might be getting a bit tighter, but to be honest, ever since I've had anything to do with this, the first question, which has always been asked of me whenever I've suggested something, is that going to cost me more? So, in many respects, I'm not addressing different issues. It's just that the people I'm working with are ever more conscious of the problems. So I think, once you're aware of your financial envelope, then you look to identify the things that you can do within that financial envelope. We can always do everything better. I'm a great believer in that sort of, I don't like to use the lean terminology, but that sort of continuous improvement thing very much rings true. So I think we need clarity about what we're trying to achieve. I think that's essential, because I think, again, that when people talk about sustainability, they tend to focus only on one or two or three aspects of it. So think a bit more broadly about what sustainability means. Then think carefully about what you can actually achieve within the financial parameters within which you're working, and then focus on doing those things that you can do well.
And there's a good sausage I can recommend to you. There's a butcher called Woburn Country Foods in Bedfordshire.
Yes, I know.
And he uses all British produce, and the pigs are running around in Hertfordshire. And he does a pork sausage with 70% meat, a low fat, and it's delicious. So
How much does it cost, Mike?
It's very reasonable as well. Very reasonable. Yes. So,
Well, yeah.
you know,
Thank you, Mike.
yeah.
I think there's a positive note to end on.